Hey teens, how are ya? So happy to have you here for the Ask Lyndsie show.
Right after this. Monea.
This episode is going to be a lot of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to watch the kid, as I said, Brett Monea. Now watch him. He's going to step in to save. Oops. Not once, but twice.
It's also going to teach you some stuff about money, as promised.
What in the world are you thinking, son?
Well, we just got one job to do out in the arena, is that protect bull riders and, at any cost, really. And kind of landed in front of that bull, and I was going through, and that bull just kind of cut me off and threw me up in the air.
But it's definitely going to be fun, and you're going to get to see me do all sorts of silly things.
I'm more like a clown than a bullfighter, so it does make more sense.
And yeah, I hope you love it. So please share this with your friends if you love it. Make sure to check out asklyndsie.com so that you can join my tribe of teens and get all sorts of cool freebies to help you learn how to earn, save, and invest money when you're not watching the Ask Lyndsie show.
When I tell people I'm a bullfighter, like, oh, so you're the rodeo clown. No, I'm not the rodeo clown. I do not tell jokes. I'm not an entertainer. My job is to protect bull riders. So there is a clown out there, an entertainer, and his job is usually, like I say, just to entertain the crowd.
I'm more like a clown than a bullfighter, so it does make more sense.
See? Oh yeah,
The
she's...
bull would have killed me by now. Let's take a look at your view here. There's horses out there somewhere.
You call this God's country?
God's country. Okay, awesome. Well, take us on a little tour of where the action happens. Here's the lovely wife. Get over here. Being shy. Lovely wife, Amy. And Amy actually does... Why don't you just tell them what you do? We have groups of young people come in and learn life skills, but more importantly, learn about themselves, and the horses kind of take them on a journey inward to see who they really are. Partner with horses to help people, and it's me. Yeah, awesome. And we are going to do a separate episode with Amy only, so that's a teaser for that episode. Yeah, and taking the focus away from Brett. Brett's getting used to that though, right, Brett? As Amy becomes a bigger deal. So, Brett, you have a number of careers. You are a rancher. You have cows, right? You are a professional bullfighter.
Yes.
You also are a carpenter.
Yep, that's right.
Is there anything else I'm missing?
Parkour coach.
Parkour coach. I knew there was something else, and now you're coaching parkour.
Yeah, that just happened, I guess, probably 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was doing drop-in at the Carstairs Gymnastics Club. Just trying to be a better athlete and doing my own thing, and they asked if I wanted to be a parkour coach. So I learned what that was right away, went through some training, and now I'm coaching every Wednesday. So
Cool. And you're coaching out in Carstairs, Alberta.
Yes. Yeah, Carstairs, Alberta, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's awesome to see the ages are from like 7 to 11, and my second group's 11 plus, so it's just see the kids engaging and having fun.
Yeah, that's so cool. And the reason why I wanted all of you to meet Brett is because I want to share the stuff that Brett's accomplished with you guys, because as teenagers, I think that's probably one of the hardest things about being a teenager is figuring out what you want to do as an adult, right? Exactly. And you're kind of killing it. You're doing a lot of different things, and you're definitely following your heart. So please tell us more about that.
When I was young, I wanted to be I grew up on a farm, I wanted to be part of rodeo somehow, not knowing quite what that was. And had buddies involved with the rough stock side of rodeo, which bull riding or bronc riding, bareback riding. And I always wanted to be part of it, so ended up bucking cows at my parents' place one time, and I enjoyed waving cows back and trying to make them buck more than getting on them. So my friends' moms, I go to a bullfighting school, and that was in 2001, so I've been doing it ever since. It's going to be 17 years here right away.
Wow.
So going back, and at that time, like I said, I would have been grade 12. That was the passion. I wanted to be the best I could be at that profession, and it was every day working hard at that skill. And I've come a long way in 17 years, and I've reached all my goals that I've ever wanted to accomplish in Canada. Really, Calgary Stampede, CFR, PBR Canada Finals.
On at the Type Posavon Invitational. Come on! Wow.
Hard work and a drive and effort
Yeah.
is what brought me there today. And finding jobs when I was younger, as a teenager, that allowed me to do that was essential too. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been great.
It's
been
such a great
journey.
story. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Please give us the tour.
So, like I say, I've always tried to improve my way any way possible in my professional bullfighting. So the brother-in-law and I put up a climbing rope, another pegboard we can climb, just working on strength and different exercises. I had my buddy Randy built a bullfighting dummy there, got a tire to work out in, another dummy for bullfighting. And I'm a strong believer you need to practice your sport to a profession in what I work in. So I work in sand all the time.
Yeah.
So, of course, I come out with other young bullfighters have been coming out lately, and we work in sand. Of course, we practice the fundamentals, and then we'll apply it to when we're actually in the arena.
Yeah. Cool. So do you want to hold this for me for a minute while I try to practice jumping in the barrel?
Yeah, you can jump.
allowed?
Yeah, you can, I'll roll you around, too. I don't even know if I can.
What is this?
So that's just another dummy. So what we got is a set of horns, right?
Okay.
So you'll stand up. So I just practice with this. If I chased you with this, right? So it just kind of reenacts a bull and how you outmaneuver him and just having something with horns kind of run at you.
Okay.
So that's just another dummy, another prop I use to practice the fundamentals.
It looks so easy. You guys like jump in and out of this thing. Like, how do you do that?
So there's, I guess I'll talk. In the rodeo business, they talk a lot about, when I tell people I'm a bullfighter, like, oh, so you're the rodeo clown. No, I'm not the rodeo clown. I do not tell jokes. I'm not an entertainer. My job is to protect bull riders, and that's my only job. So there is a clown out there, an entertainer, and his job is usually, like I say, just to entertain the crowd. Lyndsy's going to jump in.
Okay. So I'll screw it up and then you'll
That's all right.
and then I'll do it right. Is that how we'll do this?
Like I say, the entertainer is the clown. I bought a barrel so I could just practice. So when a bull's coming at me, so you're a bull, I can put it down and go behind it. Then the bull can hit it.
Okay.
So that's the way I would use it.
Yeah.
If you want to go in the barrel.
I'm more like a clown than a bullfighter, so it does make more sense.
See? Oh, yeah. She's...
Oh, would have killed me by now. Yeah, I've seen them like do the thing where they stand up and then jump in it, but I'm not going to try that. Not my first time.
So there you go.
Okay, and then...
So you got to get tucked in. Then your famous rodeo clown Dennis Halstead tried to tell me how to run one of these, and I didn't listen to him. That's how our relationship usually is, actually. But so there's a bunch of hooks down below. I don't know if you can see them. There's handles. Yeah, and there should be another one on the other side.
Okay.
So your job is
Are
just
you going to flip me over and spin me?
Yeah, so just put pressure on one side as tight as you can, because you got to imagine a bull's going to hit this.
Okay.
Or you make yourself in a bubble. I'm just
I
going
will puke if you spin me too many times.
Okay, so I'm just going to drop you down. Okay? I'm going to spin you. Are you okay? Yeah. See, now the worst part is, like in his rodeo clown, you never know where the bull is. You're never going to know when you're going to get hit. But you kind of roll you around a bit, so then you just got to always put your clown back up.
Okay, I'll take that from you again. Well, that was awesome. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
So the first time you actually did go in the ring, the arena at a big rodeo, were you freaking out or were you okay?
Probably don't remember much of the first few times. It's a blur, like learning the sport,
Yeah.
and it takes a while to get just comfortable enough. But still nowadays, like say I'll go to a bull run in Red Deer next week, a big CPRA bull riding, and my nerves, it's still there. You tighten up, that feeling,
Yeah.
the adrenaline, always there, and it never goes away. For
Yeah.
me anyway,
So how many hours, like on average, of your week are spent training for bullfighting versus doing carpentry versus ranching? Like, how do you, like, I mean, I know you do the parkour on Wednesdays,
Wednesday nights, yeah.
but other than that, you've kind of got your three main things. How would you say?
So, like say for 17 years I've been doing this, it's almost oh man, every day or every other day, I've been working on my profession, watching videos,
Okay.
working out. And like I say, now that I got a family and different occupations, like I say, it's a juggling match, trying to figure out how to fit that all in. But every morning I get up at 5, I work out, watch my bull riding videos. Then usually the day, like the work day, I don't really have a work day, I do what I want, but either it's out helping my wife with groups and these horses in the background. And if not doing that, I'm going to have cows coming that are going to be calving. I have to take care of that.
Oh, do we get to meet the baby calf on this
Yeah,
video?
we'll see the new therapy calf here in a bit. Then, like I say, when I'm not calving or with the horses, I like self-employed carpenter.
Yeah, and your kids are pretty young. It's not like you can have them in the shop with you making furniture at this point. Maybe in a few years, but
Yeah, my boys, Wesley's 4, my girl Kate is 2. And it's a hard time, not going to lie, all this going on and with money and where the bills,
yeah, it's stressful, right?
it is very stressful. And
Yeah, I'm with you. And that's, I think, the number one thing that's different. I don't know if you agree with this or not. Definitely let me know. But people who follow their heart and don't necessarily just chase money seem to have the ability to trust that everything's going to be okay, more so than someone who would stay in a crappy job because they make 3 times more money than they would doing what they love. So I don't know, I get a sense from you that maybe that resonates with you as far as having a bit of faith and trust that things are going to be okay.
well, I think...
Or maybe you worry more than I can tell you.
No, I do, because sometimes, rodeo season's over and, now I go into the fall time where, okay, I got to rely more on carpentry.
Yeah.
But that hasn't been my main focus, right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of money in and out, cash flow, I guess you
Yeah.
would call it, right?
Yeah.
Is the biggest thing. But I do have great sponsors that are on my team with the bullfighting,
Yeah.
which help out tremendously. But yeah, I worry about it quite a bit, honestly, because it's one of those things, but I do follow my passion in bullfighting, and it's provided me enough to get through the year. Like, it's not going to say I just bullfight, because like we're saying, I do a lot of other things to help pay for things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta love what you do, and you say we could fail at this, but I'd rather fail at this than
Take a
working
risk
working at a job where I'm
Yeah.
just getting a wage that I don't love, and my job tomorrow could be gone anyway.
Absolutely.
So I'd rather fail at.
I love that
something I love
message.
doing.
Yeah, if you all remember one thing from this video, remember that, what he just said right there, because that's literally why I want you all to know who Brett Monea is.
Come on! Wow!
If you could put a billboard in every single high school across North America, what would it be?
Oh, a few things in high school, like honestly, some of the friends you got right now where you think it's everything, how you popularity, it doesn't frickin' matter. It doesn't frickin' matter. It doesn't frickin' matter. You guys.
Yes.
Jeez, man, when I left high school, honestly, I see a handful of at rodeos now and then. I just pursued my dream, and I met my friends that I'm so close with now. So, yeah, don't take life so serious in there, because it fucking doesn't matter.
Nice.
That's my message. That's my
Good.
one billboard. Say, if you're chasing a dream, mine was to be a professional bullfighter. I found a job when I was still in high school that would allow me to take time off whenever I needed it, right? Because not every job says, hey, Wednesday bull riding, can I leave? No. CLS and Wetaskiwin Carpentry Company. Because when I showed up there every day, I worked my butt off. And I was there before work was supposed to start. I worked to the end. I didn't complain. So when I did need time off, they didn't hesitate. Never said no to me once. But by me being a great employee and showing I worked hard, allowed me to do that. You think they would have let me do that if I just showed up late and half-assed all the time? No freaking way.
I dig it. I think you're right. Freedom is important, but it's freedom doesn't always cost money, though, right? It's earning that respect almost and that opportunity to be able to work from anywhere, take some time off, and pursue another dream. Yeah, if you want people to have faith in you, you gotta earn it.
You gotta earn it. Yeah.
All right, right on. So who are these for? What are their names?
So we got Tequila, who's closest to us here. We got Bart, who just put his head up behind him. Kid. And we got Ringo behind Kid.
Hey, kid. You can let me come over?
So
We
like I say,
can
these
see the
4
air on
horses
us.
were just doing a program with youth from Airdrie, and they did a lot of work And Lyndsie, you could say that you're part as a horse handler today.
Yeah, it was a good day.
And it was an amazing experience with these kids and horses, how they interacted.
Yeah.
Especially you, Tequila. Yes, good boy.
We're gonna meet. Yeah, you guys look like you're giving her. I like it. So we're gonna meet the calf really quick too. Before we do that, when it comes to money and like financial management and stuff, and I mean we've talked about this before. We crunched numbers together a little bit before, but what would you say is like the best thing that your parents sort of gave you as far as financial knowledge goes, so that when you leave the house, when you left their house, you were like, okay, I get this because my parents helped me with that.
Don't be, how do I say it? Stupid with money. You know, have some always saved up for rainy day.
Did you listen?
No, right? There's times, my biggest thing, my parents, like, in my profession, Dad, you need insurance, right? In case something happens.
Yeah.
So I did get insurance, and I've used it quite a bit, actually, in my profession.
Yeah.
So that has been hugely helpful. And another thing I did, because a tax man always wants your money, of course. So every check I've ever got is 25%, or sometimes you can't put that away. Sometimes it's nothing, right? But always put a little bit away off every check. So when you get that bill to the government at the end of every year, you got something to give them.
Yeah, okay. And what about investing? Like when you say, because this is the thing that I find really interesting, is my parents told me to save too. But I thought like money just sitting over there was so boring. Like I wanted to go get some fulfillment out of it, which I thought meant I had to spend it because I didn't know that investments existed. Did you know that you could invest your money?
All we know, RSPs is all you ever really hear, right? And you hear, so that's what I've done. And honestly, I don't know if sometimes that's the best thing.
Yeah.
So there's other options available out there, and that's where you'd have to talk to somebody like yourself, right, to help you find a way, if you do have a little bit of extra money, to put it so your money's working for you in, different ways.
Yeah. No, it's good. I mean, that's the number one thing that I'm trying to do with the show is just find out kind of where people our age sort of felt like they got, ripped off when it comes to their education. What are some of the things that they feel like they wish they would have learned?
Early 20s, I was roadie and I had no money, right?
Yeah.
And when times got tough, I had a huge family support. So if I did get injured,
it's pretty tight, and he needed to take one more, and he brought her, and I didn't do so good.
I'd say tight's an understatement.
Yeah. So just one of them deals is bad go today for sure.
Yeah, Brett Monea, you were right there, buddy. What'd you see?
Yeah, I seen Scott kind of got hung up there, and I had my shot to get in there and ended up grabbing the tail. And
so if I did get injured, they're there to back me up, and that's been amazing. My mom and dad to do that for me too.
I think knowing that your parents are there for you helps you take more risks. Do you agree? Yeah. Do you feel like you've been more of a risk taker because you have that support system?
Exactly. Yeah, because if it wasn't for them when I first started and got hurt the first time, it'd probably been easy for me to quit. And if it was on my own, yeah, man, I got bills to pay and I can't be crippled up on the couch, so it might have changed things, but I was blessed enough that they were there supporting me.
That sure. And your insurance money.
And the insurance, that's like I say, I hadn't combined insurance since, it's going to be 17 years. And just having that layer, think about it, a couple of years, just moved on to this place, broke my leg, and that kind of hurt. And like I say, having the insurance and benevolent funds, part of rodeo, the Edmonton Rodeo Cowboy Benevolent Fund helped me out.
How does that work?
They started a foundation. I don't know how long it's been going on for the CFR in Edmonton or for any rodeo cowboy in the CPRA, where you can access funds if you get injured throughout the year rodeoing. So it just helps pay some bills and cover some expenses. And
short term though, right?
Short
like
term.
A few months kind of thing?
Yeah, I got paid. I was compensated, I thought, greatly for what happened to me. Just not like in access, but enough to cover my main bills.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Plus the insurance, like say, because rely on 6 months of income and all of a sudden it's not there, especially when I broke my leg in the busiest time of the year. So
yeah, and you guys had just made a big transition to this place and
kids,
like
Amy with her business being an entrepreneur and a startup company too. So a lot of things were happening, and that was always my biggest fear is what happens if I get hurt. So I got hurt. We survived it.
Yeah.
So it's not of as big deal to me. To be honest, it's still kind of weary sometimes. What happens if I get hurt again? But we got through it once. We can do it again.
Yeah, totally.
So.
Yeah, awesome. Well, let's meet this baby calf.
So we got a new therapy. Well, we've seen the therapy horses, and I loved calves, bottle feeding calves.
You've always loved that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did that at home, and her name is Moolah.
Moolah!
The therapy
How
calf.
suiting for a show about money. What's up, Moolah?
So after seeing the kids today with her, I think
okay.
it was a great idea to have her.
Yeah.
We had kids
She was
engage and ask
popular.
her questions and ask me questions about her that usually are pretty quiet. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with her relationship at the farm here.
So, like, have you bottle fed calves on this farm before?
No, growing up, my mom and dad, like I say, I think at a young age, I started having responsibility for something, right?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
So we get up, I was probably 4 or 5, and my dad's like, you got to feed those cats. Never said that. Like, we'd go there and help them. We
Yeah.
wanted to be part of it and showed that things have to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And it gave me
Work
that
has to be done or
Yeah.
little critters go hungry.
Exactly. On a farm, the chores don't do themselves. Somebody has to do them, and it gave me a sense that, nothing in life is for free. And
Yeah.
so I honestly wanted to bottle feed a calf just as much as I wanted my kids to have that sense of, let's go feed a calf, and there's a little responsibility, and, nothing in life is for free, and handouts, and
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Aw, that's pretty cool. So what's her life going to be like then? Like, is she going to, like, when will she...
I think we're going to get in here, like, she's only been here for a day, and we're going to get her on the nipple, which she is. I think we'll get her outside when the other cows get here, and probably see if we can draft her onto another cow, or like I say, or she'll just come in and out as she pleases, and be a companion for these children and kids that come to this arena.
I got one more really heated question for you. So
Okay.
the next question is, what is your favorite failure? The failure that ultimately led to a lot of success. Something that in the moment you were like, holy shit, this is bad, that turned out to be really, really good. And take a minute to think about it if you'd like.
I guess. Failure. I wouldn't say it was a failure like breaking my leg. At the time was devastating. Right? My first time going to fight Calgary Stampede for 10 perfs. Then I had a big summer lined up, the summer that any bullfighter would dream about in Canada. So at an age where, like, say, my kids are 4 and 2, that they probably could need me the most, and I needed them the most, and spending time with my wife. And
So it was like the earth forced you to take some me time and some family time.
yeah, boom, broken leg, you stay home, right? So.
And so what do you feel like coming out of that experience? Like, do you feel like you're a different person now after breaking your leg because of the time that you had to take to recuperate yourself? Or is there something different about you now that maybe wasn't a part of you before?
I think for sure don't take things for granted, right? Because in an instant, life can change. So just having that awareness about me, it's like, say, after that happens, for sure, more present. And
What about when it comes to money?
so at least, was it 6 months I think we talked about, trying to get that worth of bills saved away, and we've had to dip into it this way, the economy, and sometimes things are a little slower than, but saving that up, so for if we need it again, which we probably will, it'll be there. So
Good for you. Well, thank you for being so honest and for sharing all this really interesting stuff about yourself with teenagers everywhere on the Ask Lyndsie show.
Ask Lyndsie show. No.
The Ask Lyndsie show. I love saying that. It's so fun. I can't help but laugh every time I say it. I hope that eventually goes away. Thank you so much for opening up your home and your workplace and just, telling us about your life, because I think you should be really proud of everything that you've accomplished, and your parents should be really proud of the hardworking, good person that they've raised. So
thank you very much. I am very proud of where I am today, and I'm excited to where we're going. My wife's businesses and how we're going to transition everything, and
I'm excited for that episode. Don't say too much.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
Oh, I was just trying to think. There's one more point I wanted to say. I can't come to. Darn. Usually the best points you forget, of course.
Is it another billboard for high school gyms?
Oh, there's something like that. I was going to go, oh, so I'm 33. I remember now.
You remember now that you're 33?
Yeah, I remember, oh geez. But honestly, last couple of years I've been doing self-improvement on myself. And I'm 33, and I wish I would have done it a long time ago to get a better understanding how I move throughout this world. And I wish I would have done it a lot younger, but I'm doing it now, and that'd be a bit of advice too, is learn how you operate, what makes you satisfied, what brings you joy in this world. Because if you can have all the goals, like I'm a grinder, right? But you got to slow down on what brings me the most joy and be present in the moment. So.
And how are you sort of researching that and discovering those things? What tools, books, podcasts, whatever are you finding information?
I went to a program called Choices probably a couple of years ago. That's really helped me. That was my big push to start doing this self-improvement and learn a lot about myself there. And lately I've been working with Angie Payne out of Equine Enrichment that practice out of this arena too. We just do some one-on-one sessions.
Nice.
And how your past kind of affects how you move throughout this world quite a bit, and just dealing with some of those issues. And like I say, I've just been living at a lot more peace lately. And yeah, if there's something for sure, if you guys would want to work on yourself. Like, why do we know more about our friends and what's going on TV than what we know about ourselves? I think it's crazy.
Yeah, we know the newest shows and the biggest stars, but we don't know what actually makes us happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, well, let's wrap it up. You can say goodbye to everyone.
We'll see you guys later. Thanks for taking the tour on the farm. Yeah, just do what you want in this life because you only got one shot at it.
Nice.
So, what did you think of that? Was it good? It was so fun to record that one. I've been doing tons of really exciting interviews lately with people. I hate to say it, but they're probably as cool as Brett. I mean, he's pretty cool, but there are some other cool people in the world, and I'm really appreciative of all of them for letting me interview them for you, my teenagers, because you guys really do need to hear some of this stuff that adults are dealing with. It's real, it's important, and it is actually some of the stuff that you need to know to do the adulting thing successfully. Another thing you need to do to be a successful adult is earn money. So I want to help you with that. It's my next $100 challenge. It's my next $100 challenge. And so I have something that I need for my business, and I figured why not offer it up to you. And like I said, as followers and watchers of the Ask Lyndsie show, you are going to get to be the first to hear about these new challenges as I dream them up. So if you want to have the opportunity to earn $100 every once in a while, please make sure you're in my tribe of teens at asklyndsie.com, and I'll make sure to send you the newest challenge as soon as it's available. So this challenge is a video creation challenge. The first step to enter is to open a Google Drive folder, and then you're going to actually email a link to that Google Drive folder to teen100, so TEN100 challenge at gmail.com. And then I am going to respond to you within 48 hours by putting some raw videos into that Google Drive folder that you created. And then you will have some time to make me some videos, and they need to be 60 seconds or less so that I can use the videos on Instagram. Friday, March 2nd is the deadline to actually have your completed videos in the Google Drive folder so that I can watch them and decide whether or not I want to put them in the vote. And those videos will go out to vote on Instagram on March 6th. And then the actual winner or winners, I will pick up to 3 videos for $100 each. I'll pick a minimum of 1. And that will happen on March 13th. This is all in 2018. If you want to enter, if you think you're good at creating videos, then I would love to have your creativity on my Instagram to help other teens find these shows. So yeah, I'm really excited to have you here watching, listening, however you're tuning into the Ask Lyndsie show right now. And I can't wait to bring you more exciting financial information in a fun way in the very near future. So talk to you soon.